Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate raspberry. And you guys know that's my favorite. Some of you have been saying that they've seen it at Aldi's lately, but I'm not going to Aldi's right now. I don't need anything, so I guess I'll just have to forego the coffee. But that's okay. I have plenty of other coffee that I like too. So I've got my new coffee mug this morning. Looks like Bandit. I got that on Amazon, and it was about $10. So I had to get it. But the high temperature today is going to be 49, so some of the snow should start melting. Plus that, it's dreary and foggy and drizzly. Doesn't that sound like nice weather? It sounds like indoor weather to me. So that's probably what I'll do today. I don't think I'm going to venture out, but we'll see. I do need to get over to my mom's one of these days. But while the weather's terrible, I'm going to stay home. And she's safe and sound there in her own home. Of course, if there was an emergency, I would go. But she's not driving anymore, so I don't have to worry about her going and falling. She doesn't need to go out to the mailbox because her mailbox is attached to the house, so she should be just fine. Now this cup is humongous. I didn't think it would be that big. They had a smaller one too, but I ended up with this one. So this is almost like a latte cup, but the amount of coffee in there is almost non-existent. It's like up to here. So, oh well, we'll drink it anyway. Maybe this mug will be more for display than using, because it's also pretty heavy. So, but I'm not going to send it back and get the smaller one, although I probably could do that. But we'll make this do for now. So Bandit says cheers. And the coffee tastes just as good. Right, Bandit? Yep. All right, well, yesterday I dyed that cushion, and I bought, it was like special RIT dye that was made for other things besides just cotton and things, but it, doing it in the washing machine probably wasn't the best idea, but I can't boil a cushion that big on the stove, so it is what it is. And it did change the color a little bit, so I just thought I'd try it. If I had to, I could go get a piece of material at Joann Fabrics and make a cover for it. I may do that sometime, I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and we will meet you at the budget book. Okay, here we are back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I did spend money. I ended up buying that netting cage for the garden. That was $58. So January is turning out to not be a low spend month. I had planned on it being a low spend month, but since I'm all caught up on my bills and debt free now, the money that I had going to all my car payment and paying off that loan, it's given me a little bit of extra cash. So I wanted to go ahead and get those things that I've been wanting to get. So I got that for the garden, and then I still got, a couple of things from my living room because I'm still trying to finish that up as far as decor goes. So I figured I might as well get it done while the weather's still terrible, and because in the summer and in the spring I'll be outside in the garden more often, and I won't be decorating the house and things like that. So I did go ahead and get that. I'm still waiting for my mom's phone. That should be coming the end of January. And there's a couple of other little things that I bought. I haven't been like going crazy on Amazon, but you know, each time I purchase something, I give myself a red X because I need to keep things in control here. So another thing that I've been doing is on my phone, I go and check my bank app every day for anything that's come out of like auto payment. I haven't done that in the past. I would go maybe once a week and look at my bank statement, but this way I can put it right on my financial sheet, and that way I can keep a tighter look at my money and my budget so that I don't overspend. And that is my ultimate goal, is not to overspend. So anything that I've bought on Amazon up until yesterday is paid for. And I've said it before, I do like to use my Amazon credit card because I get the rewards points, and that's always a nice perk to use those. And as long as you don't abuse the credit card and you pay it off every month, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And I know a lot of people, they use their credit card to pay every single bill they have, and then they go ahead and pay it off at the end of the month, which I think is a great idea because you do get cash back on a lot of these cards. But I just don't trust myself to do that. Maybe down the road I'll be able to do that, but right now I don't trust myself not to have the money to pay it off. I'm still getting used to what I can and can't spend and not going crazy, because I don't want to do that. You know, that's kind of counterproductive to just pay everything off and then start all over again with accruing debt. So anyway, that's my plan. So far, so good. I'm getting the things that I needed and wanted. That I couldn't afford when I was paying off my debt, but that I can go ahead and get now without going into further debt. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I'll be back. 101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul. Day number 78. Make the best of it. A cheerful disposition is good for your health. Gloom and doom leave you bone-tired. Proverbs 17:22. No matter what your circumstances may be, a simple change of attitude can make them better. Making the best of a situation helps you cope with difficulties and make more of opportunities. Like a great sailing ship setting its sails to take advantage of the wind whichever direction it may blow, your life is moved in positive directions by choosing to make the best of whatever comes. Look for ways to turn a less than perfect situation into the right situation for you. Instead of complaining, ask God to show you how to make things better. Do your best. Trust God with the rest. The next time you are standing in line at the grocery store or you are waiting for a delayed flight, look for ways you can make the best of this situation. Well, here's this morning's breakfast. I have leftover stir-fried rice from last night, and it was just enough to have some breakfast with a fried egg, and this right here is a little bit of tomato pesto. I was thinking about putting salsa on there, but I didn't want to open a jar of salsa. So this jar is already open, and I want to use that up. So, and then a piece of banana bread I had frozen with some butter and jelly. It would be good with peanut butter and jelly too. And here is today's breakfast, using up my leftovers and eating up everything that I can to save money. Well, I've been sitting here at my kitchen table. I just finished breakfast, and fried rice is actually a good breakfast choice, in my opinion. It's got your carbs, it's, you know, depending on what you add to it, it's got your veggies, it's got your protein if you put an egg on top of it, and it's very filling, so that'll do me until dinner time. So anyway, this morning, I'm still drinking my coffee out of this ridiculously large mug. Cheers! Look at that guy. It's like drinking out of a coffee pot. I won't be using this mug very often, but I thought it was so cute. So anyway, I've been sitting here looking at these loss leader ads, and I'm busy circling this and circling that, and oh, I should get this and I should get that, but guess what? I'm going to put these in the recycle because I really don't need anything. I would like some things. The one store has cherries for $2.99, which is a good price, but I really want to use up what I have. I have romaine lettuce left. I have a little soup left. I have all kinds of things in my freezer. I just brought out a little mason jar of freezer jam because I still have yogurt that I have to eat, and I like to mix that with the yogurt. So I really have all kinds of food that I can still eat. And I really don't want to add to the produce pile because sometimes produce stresses me out. I mean, they have kale for $1.99 a bag, which would be good. They have, all these has, let's see, here's some of the things I was thinking of buying. Well, the cherries for $2.99. I was thinking about buying this gallon of vinegar for $2, which is a good price at Mark's. They have trash bags. I still have trash bags. I really don't need them. It would be for the stash. They also have mini sweet peppers. They're $1.99, but I have sweet peppers frozen and already chopped up in the freezer. So those were a couple of things I wanted to get at Mark's. Let's see, was there anything else? Sparkling water. No, I didn't. No, that's a bleed through from the front page. So that was pretty much it. That's what I wanted to buy. And they had some raspberry oranges that I wanted to try, but I don't really need those either. Now, Aldi's had these little salad bar chopped salads. I was thinking about getting this Asian one. I really don't need it. I still have romaine that I need to eat up. The grapes, that's a good price, but I can do without grapes. I actually have frozen grapes in the freezer. And if you've never had frozen grapes, they're really good. So if you have too many grapes, just stick them in the freezer. What else was at Aldi's that I'm not going to buy? I think that was it at Aldi's. And of course, they always have nice things in their Aldi's Finds aisle. And I don't need anything from there either. So, and then Drug Mart had potatoes for $2 for $5 for 5 pounds. So I was thinking about getting some of the Yukon Gold potatoes, but I have potatoes and they're going to go bad if I don't eat them. So I'm putting all that in the recycle and saying I'm not going. So today we're kind of thawing out, so the roads are fine and everything, but I really don't need anything. So I'm not going to go out and buy more when I still have things that I need to use up. So those are my thoughts on the lost leaders. They do have some finds in there, but they'll have those things on sale again. And maybe by then I'll actually need something. So I have all kinds of things in the freezer. You know, I've got vegan meats. I've got tofu that I can make more vegan meats out of for my protein source. I've got vegan fish. I can make that out of tofu too. Now I'm trying to use up what I have, but I'm also trying to cut back on cooking time. So I want to make recipes that are really simple and easy. Do like a cooking for 1 or 2. I don't want to prep a lot of meals and fill up my freezer again. And I don't like to eat food that's really more than 3 days old. I know a week is fine, but I don't really like it after about 3 days. So I have a little bit of soup left today. It was squash soup, and it's probably been about 5 days for that. But I'll give it the sniff test and see if it's still good, and probably eat that. It's just a little bit with a salad because I do need to eat up the romaine. And I bought, last time I went shopping, I bought some cranberries and, you know, just things to put in a salad to zhuzh it up a little bit. So those are all things that I can make with what I have on hand. And I can always do a stir fry with frozen veggies. I have egg rolls in there that can be an accompaniment to that. So if you're trying to save money, look through the things you already have, and you can find recipes online for ingredients that you have. And if you always keep your basic ingredients on hand, you should be able to make almost anything in as far as a meal goes. So, okay, the chair I did yesterday turned out okay. You know, I bought special RIT dye for it. It's supposed to be for things like polyester and stuff like that, but that was actually meant to be an outdoor cushion, so it probably had a waterproof type of coating on it. I don't know. But it's fine. It turned out okay. Here's how the chair turned out. I have a mattress cover coming for my day bed. It's a boho design, and I think it'll look really nice with what's up there. But we'll see. If not, I'll send it back. So, okay, I'm going to drink my coffee pot here, finish that up, and I'll be back. All right, well, here is all the things I have in my freezer, or here are all the things. So you can see I still have a lot of food in there. I am making some space here and there. I used up all the food pretty much from my mom's house. I have a couple more things over there, but I want to make a little bit more room before I finish bringing all that over. So I'm using it up, and I really need to reorganize this freezer. These drawers are pretty full. They've got, you know, chopped up peppers. I still have veggies in there. I have a couple of instant meals like yakisoba. And this drawer has a little room, but I want to use up some more stuff. And then the door also has a lot of things in there yet that I'm trying to use up. So that's my indoor freezer. I'm not going to bother showing the outdoor freezer. It's 5 cubic feet, and it's full. So In here I keep things like soup scraps. These are frozen grapes. All kinds of food in here. So I can go a long time yet before I have to shop. Most of the shopping I think that most of us do is because it fills a need, not a need, but a want, because most of us don't have empty freezers. I know some people do. And then, you know, please go use the food bank if that's your situation. But I still have plenty. Even though I'm on a low income, I always have plenty of food. So in my refrigerator, it's not too packed, but I have a lot of things in here yet. I have soup. That's pizza up there. It's my grandson's. Here I have condiments and things. I have a lot of condiments that I want to use up. Some I'll rebuy, some I won't. Then I have my eggs. I get those from my daughter, from her chickens. I'm going to need another dozen soon. I have all my cheeses in here. Some more leftovers. This is vegetarian meatloaf that I'll probably eat for dinner, maybe on a sandwich. So I still have a lot of food that I need to use up. And this is why I am not going shopping. And I bought a lot of butter when Aldi's had it on sale, so that I need to put in the freezer as I get room. And so still lots of food to eat, but I'm pretty smart with using my food. I don't have a lot of food waste, not that I never have any food waste, but I know how to shop. I buy those foods that I can afford that taste good. So anyway, that's it on the food for today. Other than dinner. I will show you what I make for dinner. Well, I had a huge bag of carrots that I bought, a good 2 months ago, if not longer, from Mark's. And this is what I have left of it, and they really need to be eaten. So I'm going to cook these up, give some of it to the dogs. They love raw carrots. And I also have 4 potatoes, small potatoes, going in the microwave. So I'll add some of these carrots, I'll cube them up and add them to my soup, cook them up ahead, and then just put them in the soup that's already made. I'll also add a cubed up potato to the soup because it isn't very much. It's a leftover and I want to finish it up. So that's going to be dinner tonight, and then I'm going to make a vegan cheese sauce from carrots and potatoes. Not for today, but for down the road. So I'll just leave those potatoes and carrots cooked up and put in the refrigerator. Here's some of the ingredients I'm using in tonight's dinner. I have this little bit of leftover soup. I have some potatoes that I baked in the microwave. I'll be using one of those. I have those carrots that I cut up. I have the vegetarian meatloaf, some sourdough bread, and I'm going to take half this potato and cut it up, and the other half I'm going to put in the blender and blend with this squash soup to thicken it up. And then I'm going to add some of these carrots. I'm going to leave them chunked up. And then I'm going to make myself a sandwich out of the cheese, the meatloaf, and the bread, and the mustard. So very simple dinner using up leftovers that I already have. And I'll be back in a little bit when I get everything put together. Here is tonight's dinner, a super thick potato soup with carrots. It was actually a squash soup, and it had lentils and all that in it that I pureed up. And I diced up some potatoes and carrots in there. What's left of the meatloaf, some cheese, butter on some sourdough bread, a little bit of lettuce that I still have to use up, and some mustard. So there's tonight's dinner. I think that looks pretty good. And the meatloaf is cold. I like cold meatloaf sandwiches. And over here I have a little bit of carrot cooked left, and I have some potatoes. I'm going to use 2 or 3 of these to make a cheese sauce for tomorrow's dinner. So using up what I have, I think that looks pretty good. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes to sign off. My friends, that's all I have for you today. It was a clean up what's in the refrigerator day and eat it down. Waste not, want not. I know sometimes I'm a bit over the top, but dinner was very good. It was very tasty, and it was food that I had, and I didn't want to throw it away, so it was still good. But little bits of this and little bits of that can sometimes make a total new meal. So, all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.